Last time on Lawful Stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting shown off like the trophy man that I am.
Bow Bow, is that you? This is me. She is a fairy friend, and we are going to free them.
We tried to help the fairies as much as we could way back when.
I'm doing well. I'm just kind of lost, actually. To be the seed of Zinnia, to be the clan expects me to be, but I am having a hard time.
Sounds like many paths are presented in front of you. You see a little tiny fairy and exclaim excitedly, "Kay, you're all right, Balfour. This is my brother, I."
It seems Oishin has given us a second chance with those that we miss or love.
Well, why do you have Kay?
We are assisting me in leading the fairy revolution.
If you are doing that, you need to get the Mean Master, King Brandek Gralder, Flintmantle.
Do you disapprove of the fairy revolution?
We do not disapprove of the fairy revolution. You'll certainly need to think.
I'm just gonna go talk to the wardens, the one in the white with the armor and the one in the black leathers. Who invited you?
One of the gods.
Who are you here to see?
He said it was someone that we would probably want to meet.
Yeah, that's my friend. It definitely is my friend. So what do you guys do?
I'm a warrior and he's an asshole. Virkan Shadowstrike, that is my name. And she'll scoff. I was like, it's a shitty name. No better than Dawn Whisper. I was hoping if he said we were going to meet a young Harrigan that we might actually like to meet, it would be our son.
He's gonna turn and go to the wardens. We spend our entire lives dedicated to fighting ghosts. How do you guys reconcile with being ghosts?
We're not really haunting anyone.
What type of mission were you on?
We were exploring a bit of the Underdark.
So what's the opposite side like for you?
It's not noise, but it feels like a lot of noise.
And then Mac's gonna sit down and drink with his old buddy.
Very loudly, the door slams open, and a tall figure stands in your way. Now the party has arrived. The door is kicked in.
The corpse is kicked in.
The corpses have kind of kicked in, but they're kind of more spectrally this time. This hulking man, he seems kind of like...
Hot?
Yeah. Big muscles, his hair kind of like slicked back and curled. Kind of looks human-ish. Barely wearing any clothes. A little sweaty. Kind of glows a little bit as the spectralness of kind of ghost disappears. But he seems radiant in his own way. And he says, "Now the party has arrived." And totally big noise at the door. Everyone turns to look.
Does Mac recognize him?
Oh, hell no. No idea who this man is.
Gross.
I'm at a lot. I'm like, Balfour would say none of the things that Devin wants to say, so I won't.
What would Balfour say?
No, Balfour wouldn't say anything. You'd just be like, just looking at it.
Cool dude.
Makes a big entrance and no one reacts.
I don't want to feed his ego.
Some of your Loxodon elders around you kind of like slowly nod. And then like go back to whisper talking, like, okay, gonna awkwardly avoid and sidestep that one.
How tall is he?
Fuck it. Mac will walk up to him and talk if like nobody else is gonna break this.
He's about like 6.5 feet tall. He kind of seems larger than life almost.
Small fry. Okay, carry on.
Small fry. To Balfour, yeah. For a human, pretty tall.
So you guys are basically the same size. Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Not again.
Mac will approach him and be like, yeah, you know the door had a handle.
Oh, why use handles when the door can easily open without it?
Because you're gonna break a door, man.
The door is on the floor. It's completely off the hinges.
Sure, why not?
See?
Well, easy enough fix. You'll see him kind of scoot over, pick up the door, put it back.
That's not... Hi, my name is Mac, and apparently I talk to ghosts now.
Oh, well, hello, Mac. Zelda Aqua. And I'll offer a hand.
Silver? Did you say Silver Aqua to me?
Zeldor? Z-E-L.
Oh, Zeldor.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Hail and well met. You seem like an interesting character. What is it that you do, Zeldor?
When you guys hear his name, it rings a bell immediately. History check's so low, your passive will get it. Zelda Aqua is a name of, this world's equivalent of Hercules. He's accomplished great feats, things of that nature. You know this to be a legendary type figure. Tends to be referred to as the first hero. Whether or not this guy is that, who knows? But same name.
Oh, it makes sense you would show your face here.
Axel! He'll kind of open his arms up.
Hero?
Now, is that the kind of expression you should be using? Nice to see you.
It's good to see you too.
How you doing?
Oh, you know.
Just living your life, doing your duties?
Hey, can Mac determine what type of tension this is? Is this rivalry?
Sexual.
It's sexual.
No.
Okay.
You can make an insight check, or I'll let Abe.
Nope, that's what I heard from the player. It's canon.
It's kind of how would you describe that? It's not sexual. It's kind of welcoming, warm vibes, kind of elder-ish, but not I'm the smart one of the relationship. That's the best vibe I'm going to give you without giving too much more.
All right. Good to know. Okay. Proceed.
What are you doing here? Were you, were you invited by... Oh, is she in as well?
He'll kind of give you a look, really shake his head, and he's like, no, Inotin. And when he says the name, the room kind of gets a brightish glow as a burst of fireflies of iridescent vibes kind of fill up the space as light and warmth kind of fill it. And they kind of just float about, vibing.
Max says, Inotin. Does it do it when I do it?
If you said it correctly.
Oh, shit.
But no, nothing happens when you say Ironton.
I said Inotin. I didn't... What's the name?
Inotin?
Inotin, okay.
What you doing over here? I'm writing down names. Inotin.
Does it have it when I say it? Or did I
when
still
you say
it
the
wrong?
name, the fireflies in the room kind of glow a little bit more brighter. The little flashes kind of partying.
Interesting. So how do you two know each other?
Oh, well, he's my ward.
And what brings you here?
I came to say hello.
Ward is a bit of a strong word. I kind of consider myself your lackey.
It works either way. I look after you sometimes.
True enough. What brings you to these, festivities?
Oh, well, to check on you, see how you're doing. Do you need any guidance? That kind of vibe. But it's very rare I get to come visit out in this form. be more personal, that kind of thing. I mean, I could go right back out the door, but I mean, it's a tavern, and I haven't seen one of these in, well, forever.
No, I'm actually quite glad you're here. I think it's time we explained a few things.
To what and whom and why?
To Mac.
Mac raises his hand.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, wait, why would you explain it to me?
So that you understand the nature of our relationship.
Like, ours?
All of ours. You, me, Zeldarakwa, Maeve, Cosmo. Balfour can come too.
Interesting.
Balfour hears his name and comes over.
Now somber, leaving his family.
Bye, Baval.
Oh, I like his spark too. I don't see why not. Well, we grab a table.
And some drinks.
Sure. Yeah, Matt goes and gets drinks. It should be said Matt has drank several drinks.
These are ghost drinks. You're not really getting anywhere.
This is bullshit. Mac is now increasingly angry every time he drinks one. Fucking gotta get here. Was my water real? Avon, tell me my water was real.
Yeah, you have real water.
Is anything real?
Okay, cool.
Am I real? Why, Scott? Doc.
I just know Spider-Man personally.
Same.
Yeah. So you guys go to grab a table. You have some ghostly drinks around for the ghosties. Maeve will look in question. We're like, oh, this is exciting. Hello. She'll wave to Balfour and Mac. I'm Maeve.
Hello. I'm Balfour.
Hi. I'm not Maeve. I'm Mac.
Not. Well, pleasure to meet you. Glad you're with Axel right now. He needs some buddies.
Oh, why? Is he normally alone? He talked of a manservant.
Oh, he's squishy. Like, he get hurt so easy. He needs someone tough around.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. I agree with that.
I'm actually pretty tough.
Well, I don't know. You're kind of frail looking, but I'll take care of you. Pats him.
I'm wiry.
Yes.
That's what I said.
The human man that joins you, with brown hair and kind of like a roguish look, kind of just nod and say, Cosmo.
Well, this is fun. Seeing our old friends.
Mac looks around.
Well, you might not be able to tell by looking, but Maeve, Cosmo, Mac, you all have something in common.
Mac looks at the others.
I put a hole, like a finger through Mac to see if he's alive.
Yeah. One of them.
What? Balfour,
one of
what?
them, Maeve. She's a water genasi, as a reminder. The other one is a human man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look like you have too much in physical common, anyway.
You see,
Okay, weird.
a long time ago, I was conscripted by Zeldarakwa. As the first hero, he's able to find the spark of heroism within others, the potential to have great effect on this world. And whenever great stories are told, there needs to be a scribe on hand to chronicle these things, as well as provide wisdom, guidance, and although I've not shown aptitude towards it, protection. With Maeve, and again with Cosmo, I failed my charge. But Mac, you've got that same potential in you.
You'll see Maeve kind of like reach over and put her hand on top of yours, like, well, you didn't fail me.
It's kind of you to say.
She'll grin. Well, of course, I'll say it all the time. And Cosmo will look over a little concerned. Same sentiment from the Quiet Fellow.
I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest one. What do I have?
Zelda Aqua will pipe up, probably very loud and boisterously. Oh, you have the spark of being a hero.
Yeah, okay. What's that mean?
You have great potential to save the world, do many a great thing, be name that everyone knows, help many others along the path.
Mac thinks about his last, 15, 20 years, purging the undead. No, now my greatness starts, okay. Okay, does, everyone get this? Or is this, a one-in-a-generation thing? We got a dozen of us running around. What am I looking at here?
As I said, you're the third in my long life.
Okay, pretty rare. All right.
I honestly did not expect a third charge. I thought I would be very dead by now.
Well, you happen to walk in his path?
Not selling this as a great experience. What happened to the other two?
Well, you'll see kind of Maeve kind of scratch at her cheek. Kind of half smile. You want me to tell my own story? Or because you're the chosen scribe vibe that you be the one to do it?
You will see the Axel's kind of got his eyes fixed firmly on the ground. His face is kind of a little bit flushed with shame.
It's your story to tell. Best if you do it.
Alright, well, because I'm here and can do it. My ending, I don't quite know all the details of it, but I remember I was getting ready in my room to meet Axel for a rather important event, and he had given me a box of chocolates, and I remember eating something, and I'm guessing perhaps I was allergic or something, because I woke up and I was not where I remember alive things being.
It was poison. Stranglethorn venom. Is that the right word, Avon?
Gloomthorn.
Gloomthorn. I missed it entirely and delivered it directly to your hands.
Okay. Great. Real quick side question. What's it like on the other side for you?
It's kind of fun. A little crazy.
All right. Okay, we'll call that 3-2. Perfect. And you? He motions to Cosmo. I assume you got the answer for May first, right?
Yeah.
How did you... how'd you die?
Yeah, you'll see him kind of lean back in his chair kind of thing. His foot goes up onto one of the pillars underneath the table. Kind of fold his arms and holds his ghostly drink in one hand. We were making a run, trying to get some people out of a situation, and remove some drugs out of the hands of folk who don't need it. There was a trap, and I went to go unset it so everyone can move safely, and next thing I know, probably didn't work well for me when I tried to undo it.
Senseless and tragic accident.
At least you saved your friends.
I'll nod.
Silver lining.
Well, seems like Axel made it, so good part's good.
We all made it out. Cosmo.
Oh, good. Well, I didn't see the others, not until much later, but he'll kind of shrug.
Okay, so just a real quick recap from Mac here. I have a spark of greatness in me, and the last two people that had it died very grisly ends. I would love an explanation. Mac looks expectingly to fucking Herc. Zerod? No.
Zelda Aqua.
Zelda Aqua. There we go.
So the way I remember it, because I've had this name a little bit longer than y'all, is Zelda, like Legend of, but with an R, like you're a redneck. Zelda, and then Aqua, like
Zeldor.
Water. Zelda Aqua.
I like it.
Yeah.
Got that? Are you playing them Zelders again?
Zeldor, a link to the past.
Elder Aqua.
Hate the water temple. Zelda and Aqua?
Mac looks at Zeldra and Axel.
I mean, the big man kind of shrugs. The hero's challenges that he faces. Or she. It's not like I control fate.
At this point, you know as much as I do, Mac.
Yeah, but it's odd. Hold on. No, it's odd that you are this one steward for 3 sparks now, and you don't know anything.
Well, I obviously haven't seen what happens when that spark turns into a great flame.
And there have been many great flames throughout the centuries.
Many scribes other than myself, I assume.
Hey, he'll not.
Okay, so your role here is to observe and report. He looks at Axel.
He pulls out his notebook. The coin finally drops.
I hate you. That was clever, though. Do you help? Or do you just, like, follow me around and record what
Have
I
I
do?
not been aid to you thus far?
Fair enough. That's a good point.
He has the freedom of being immortal. He could do whichever needs to be done. Interact and whatnot.
I know that my track record isn't impressive, but Mac, I swear to you, I will do everything in my power to see that you're able to meet your destiny.
Matt kind of thinks for a second and says, well, it's not exactly your fault they died. Wait, I gotta ask, did you kill them?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't believe he ever would try.
I would have gladly given my life for either of theirs.
I don't see them as failures. Sounds like they were great heroes.
You'll see Maeve kind of like cheer on up, happy shoulders. Oh, thank you. It was a night.
That's cool for like a king.
I, as Abon, need to go check and make sure I remember her little order.
Or a nation state of some sort. Some lesser cotton.
Weren't in the darkness with me in the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my note has disappeared.
I seem to
One more
recall her
second.
being like a traveling paladin. Going
She's kind
around
of like a
doing
traveling
good.
knight, but there was a name to the order. Oh, the Aurora Shield Knights, mostly in Exalos, but we travel around wherever we're needed, and we help people where we can. Sometimes I believe the order partners with the Echoes on time to time, but they're do-gooders of some sort, recognized by the Queen.
Oh, that's just wonderful. So, what? Listen, now forgive me for sounding arrogant at all. Not arrogant, ignorant. What's the spark then? Like, is it just a mocking that, like, hey, I should do heroic things? Am I, like, destined against some arch nemesis you're failing to reveal?
Zelda Aqua will shrug. It's kind of like
All right.
the look your soul gives. And you can see him looking at you, but it looks like he's looking past you in a way, too.
Can I get clothes for my soul? No, he doesn't say that. Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, no, it's the look your soul gives. It, kind of radiant and fire-like is the best words I got for you, kid. Maybe a little glass shardy.
Sure, but he said his heroes haven't burst into flames. Or you said that. Somebody talked about that.
I mean, that's like the idea.
I was just being poetic.
Gestures.
No, I was just saying, how do I turn into flames?
Well, frankly,
Turn this spark into a fire?
since I've met you, the most heroic thing that you've done is propose to free an entire group of people, the fairies. Truly, anyone who would liberate them would be quite the hero.
That's a good point. And I was going to do that anyways, so...
That's my suspicion, but as far as I understand, the nature of your deeds are entirely up to you.
Perfect.
But
is
bear
good.
in mind, whatever you choose could have great impact on all the world.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I'll nod, kind of like looking over both Axel and Balfour, too. That same distant look, just like vibe checking, I guess.
Is this like a widely known thing?
No, obviously the heroes and their deeds are known, but no one's ever pointed at me and been like, hey, you're the scribe of the heroes, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to gauge for, like, do I talk about this with people, or do I just not talk about it?
They might think you're crazy if you go around saying that you're the chosen one.
That did
makes
happen
sense.
once,
Okay.
several centuries ago. Did not turn out well.
That person got hung, didn't they?
Kind of shrugs.
The past tense of hung is always hanged.
Maybe he was both. Okay, well, Axel, I trust you to tell me anything that I should know, almost like a guide as we go along.
Of course, I will endeavor to do my best.
Hey, does that mean I can call upon the previous owners of this?
Nah, it doesn't
So,
work
you
like
know.
that.
all you get is me.
Nod.
No, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I just wouldn't it be cool if I could just channel the power of Zeldor there?
Yeah, it would
Many
be pretty
people
good.
wish.
That'd be super cool. Shame life's not like one of those comic books.
Maybe hold on to that wish in your heart and vocalize it later.
Yeah, I'll try that later. Every time I have a birthday, I'll wish for it.
If birthday wishes came true, I'd be the richest man you ever met. I've had lots of birthdays, that's the joke. Anyway, go ahead.
Zeldrock will look at you, Maxwell, and be like, you got some good sparks around
Maxwell?
you. Maxwell.
I did hear Maxwell as well.
Axel. Well, I guess both of you two. It's kind of like comment to both. Got some good sparks around
You've just done a bad thing that people are going to hear.
Axel. I think I can have Ginge fix it. I don't know.
No, leave it.
Leave it forever.
It's an honor.
Ginge fix it. We'll see what happens.
Don't you do that, Shinj.
I love you both. Don't make me choose. P.S. Avon said I could keep it in.
No, you got a couple good sparks among you. You're good company. Feel kind of good.
Is there any wisdom you three can bestow upon me as now the wielder of this heroic spark? And if you say don't die, I agree. So maybe something else.
You'll see Cosmo kind of like sigh and try to like look up and think of something else.
You took the one I was gonna say.
Do what your heart tells you to do when your heart tells you to do it, rather than wait. Is what Maeve would tell you.
Yeah, it's good. Appreciate that. Hey, Zeldor, what's it like for you on the other side? I didn't ask.
It's a party all the time, dude.
Alright, 3 for 3. Okay. Just taking notes.
But he'll look at you. Yeah, you can see his hamster wheel turning in his head.
If you tell me to get more muscles, I'm going to be very cross.
That was a thought, but your build didn't seem right.
Correct.
Do what's right. Follow your gut. There's a lot of history things out there of shit I've already said. Seems endless at this point.
Yeah, okay. You know what they say, Axel? Never meet your heroes. Mac walks away.
Drops him off when he leaves.
You'll see Cosmo kind of like sip his glass, kind of like lean over to you, Axel. I was like, I'm glad I didn't have to come up with something. I don't know what to say.
That's alright, Cosmo.
He's like, you can't insult me. I didn't have to tell you any advice.
I was really locked into don't die.
That was my go-to. Fuck. Is there anything spooky going on in here, or is the vibe still like this hasn't like suddenly turned into a weird fever dream?
It hasn't turned into a weird fever dream. No, it's been a good time. People have been chatting. Some of them just kept on going after you left. Figure you were, it's a tavern. You talk to whoever you talk to.
Gotta schmooze.
I think Mac is going to approach Balfour really quickly and just say, I'm a little uneasy in here, and I believe I've talked to whoever she wanted me to talk to, so I'm just going to step outside and wait away from the ghosts, if that's all the same to you.
Yeah, I'll let them know if they ask.
Perfect. And I'm gonna exit and just go sit out, probably by like the gate, a little distance from these his spirits.
Hey everybody, your gruff but lovable dungeon Uncle Shainsaw here. I'd like to interrupt the show for just a minute to talk to you about my new book. The Night Team is an urban fantasy novel about a small team of soldiers who are trained to fight against the things that go bump in the night. It's a story about honor, found family, and what makes a man and a monster a monster. It's got action, it's got mystery, it's got magic. It features a cast of characters you'll love with distinct voices who form their own four-man party. An alchemist, a paladin, a ranger, and a scholar, each one trained by a specialized corps inspired by RPG classes but with a contemporary military flair. It takes inspiration from my own life and experiences as a 17-year-old kid in the U.S. Army. It's my debut novel, and I really can't wait to share it with you. So if you're looking for a book that blends the magical with the mundane and is sure to keep you craving one more page, consider picking up my new book, The Night Team. Available on Amazon.com, digital or in paperback, or for free on Kindle Unlimited. Link in the description. Thanks for listening, and back to the show.
Outside is cool. It's nighttime. The stars are twinkling. The Sully Cairns up in the west. But it's a nice night. You hear the bugs. Plants kind of smell nice. Howling off in the distance.
Not any closer, though?
Not any closer, though.
A constant shadow of howling.
It happens every once in a while.
There's some really cautious werewolves like, someday I'm gonna get them.
They're all beta wolves.
We're plotting something up.
Just you wait. But me will...
We'll get you when you least expect it.
Me will look at you, Balfour. It's like... Sounds like a lot on your plates. Especially with the fairy revolution.
I'm excited about the revolution. Honestly, I think that will make me better for helping you. I think this is my entire mission. Besides finding the new god. But as soon as that happens, I'm all for the revolution.
I think it will be fun. Especially with you.
The bloody nightmares to come. me had no idea.
Balfour's the best person to be recruiting for this. Oh, a revolution? That sounds fun. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna have an awesome time. We recount the stories of the Bloody Valentine.
The Bloody Nine.
There's a flash forward to me in a trench like, God damn it, we fucking did it!
She'll continue speaking with you, Balfour, and just like, if Mac is a hero and you're by the hero, that means you're also very important. Because that's how stories work. I've heard those.
But what makes him a hero, I wonder?
You'll see her like take a breath in, and I hope that caught on mic for Ginge to make it louder. And then she'll like pause. I have no idea.
He's very strong. He's a good fighter.
Yes. But you are too.
Perhaps that is all that was required to be a hero?
Doing good things?
Maybe doing good things. But the heroes had to learn a lot of things, if I recall. And they had a lot to learn. There's something they had to learn about themselves. I am learning I need to be patient.
Well, that means you're a hero too.
Not yet. I'm not yet patient.
Well, when you learn, then that will happen.
Then I'm a hero.
Do you think when I learn how to use the little pointy sticks, the daggers, that's when I'll be a hero?
Yes. And you will be a hero.
You just got me-splained, okay? I just want you to know
Don't
that.
me-splain me.
She's using a normal sized dagger. It's like a it's like a great sword in her hands.
Maybe. Hey, Axel. What made the spark that you talk about? How do you know when what changes the spark? What makes it into a flame?
Some people, Balfour, are just uniquely situated by fate to make an impact. It's all just down to luck, really. Being in the right place at the right time with the right characteristics, the right makeup to act.
So Mac's pretty important then.
Yes, like I said, whatever he does, good or ill, will affect many, many more people than just him.
But he's a good guy. We don't have to worry about that. Foreshadowing. He's a terrible monster.
Flash forward to Mac on top of a tower. He's a lich.
I think Zelda Aqua will look at the both of you. Well, that is correct. Flames could go either direction. You could burn brightly hot or very cold.
Mac must feel like he has a large burden on his shoulders.
It's up to us to help him carry it.
Well, Balfour has the biggest shoulders, so it should be good.
I was talking to you,
strong.
me.
But I'm so small.
You'll figure it out, I'm sure.
I've got the spark of greatness in ya.
Zelda Aqua would just kind of joke. Like, you all got the sparks in you. See how it goes.
We do.
Oh yeah, everyone has a little bit. We'll see how you guys go. Kind of grin. Go over to the bar, get some drinks. Exit out that conversation. But it's you two in the inn, and Mac just chilling outside, getting some fresh air. Anything else for this night, boys?
I'm gonna go kiss old Bao on the elephant cheek. Tell her I love her, and not talk to the other old elephants, just her.
You could do that, no problem. You can have a happy night and chat the whatever you would like away.
I'm loath to leave just because this is the only opportunity I'm going to have to see these people again. But as we go to depart, Devin, Dwayne, headphones off.
Oh, okay. You're not my boss. Yeah, I have to hear from
that's
Avon,
not how
actually.
this works. Yeah, I gotta hear from the DM.
Are we departing in the evening? Like, are we sleeping? Because if you're planning to do it while you're departing, I need to know that details. Like, are you guys staying
I'll
near
do
the
it. I was just
tavern?
pulling your leg.
I didn't know there was like a place to crash here, but if so, we probably shouldn't wander through the magical forest tonight.
nighttime.
Mac will sleep outside.
Yeah, you can sleep outside. If you
Maybe
ask
in the
about
safety of this
inside,
little area.
the barkeeper, he would tell you, like, the kitchen's open enough space. Like, it's not used as a kitchen because ghosts, but it's a room to have some quiet in if you need, and shelter from the outside.
You're better than nothing.
I make a bed out of tinsel slitting disc. I fall down during the middle of the night. I just crash to the ground. Break every bone that I have.
But if you're planning to leave in the morning, you guys will get your short rest, and I'll need the boys to have the headphones off as you guys depart, and Axel stays back a moment. And of course, this morning the ghosts are still around, still chatting, spending time being present.
Yeah, just before we go, I want to approach Maeve. And I'll produce from my robes like a very old, very crinkled letter that I've been carrying for a really long time. And I'll say,
I was going to give this to you when we met that night. I'd finally worked up the courage, but I'm glad to have an opportunity to give it to you now.
Oh, what is it? And she'll take the letter, start undoing it.
what she's gonna see is just like a long scrawling piece of parchment, and it's just covered in ink stains and like a bunch of words, paragraphs that have been scratched out and reworked, and it's really just a long page of chicken scratch all the way down to the bottom.
Are we looking at a scroll that keeps on going a few feet?
Yeah, it just exactly. It's kind of like long. It's kind of like unfurled, and then at the very bottom, written just very simply and without flourish, just says, "I've loved you from the very start."
And you'll see her work through this paper, and it's kind of comical how it kind of like unfurls and keeps going as she goes. And she'll get to the bottom. Like you see her face contorting, trying to like decipher some of the words and chicken scratch in there. A few little, probably laughs here and there as she kind of like maybe made out what you had written. And then she gets to the bottom, and you know it's there. You see that pause, and she looks at it. And you see her hands as the sunrise kind of like starts to enter into the space, and they start to get a little more spectrally, and they kind of like grip onto the paper a little more, a little bit of that crinkle, but missing some sounds since she's a little less person-y, a little less here, corporeal. And she'll look up at you, kind of give you a smile and little tears in her eyes. Well, I've loved you from the start, too. I wish we said it sooner.
Yes, it's easier for me to express my feelings with words written rather than spoken. I admit that this particular letter went through quite a number of revisions, but I think I managed to get in everything that was important.
It looks like you got in almost everything important. Hero spark or not, I'm glad our fates brought us together. Even if it was brief. I'd travel with you again. I'd be with you again. And I would do it for every lifetime and every lifetime after. And you see like a look of confliction on her face before she like tries to like pull you in.
Yeah, I think that we enjoy our first and last spectral kiss as she slowly fades from reality.
Yep, basically. And you enjoy that. It happens, and you see a lot of the people in this tavern start to fade away. Some waving out the door for the other two, if the other two are still there, but let's get our headphones back on.
They'll figure it out. I'll turn my camera on. They'll be like, "What?"
we go. So you guys go to leave the tavern, and Axel stays back. You just kind of chilling outside. Some of the ghostly spectral folk, they kind of like stand at the doorway, and you kind of see them wave goodbye to you guys, the ones that might still care, like Bao Bao. And you'll see a few wardens kind of like look like they step through, but as you expect them to maybe step outside to meet you, they just kind of disappear. Axel remained inside, and perhaps you can hear a bit of crying or sniffles. But the sun rises and touches your skin, giving you that warmth of liveliness, and I assume you walk out, Axel?
Yeah. My work here is done.
You turn back and look at the building, and it looks weathered, covered in moss and ivy. The windows, they had like a little ethereal glow to them, almost kind of wisp-like, kind of green and kind of blue, and it starts to fade as the sun rises. And you'll see that the entrance, it changes from what looked like kind of like a homely tavern to something that looks more framed and twisted by branches forming around it. And for a moment, while the sun brought itself up to reveal to you this building, it looked old, it looked worn down, it looked maybe 100, 200 or so years old. But as the sun kept rising, the building then took on the form you saw it to be. And that is where we'll end the episode as the boys continue their journey.
Heck yeah, speaking of heroes, you've all got that spark in you. Every single one of you has the potential to have great effect on the world around you. And you can do that very easily by rolling for humanity. I think this is the last month for Girls Who Code. Yeah, so we'll be supporting Girls Who Code. This is your last opportunity to roll with us for this very worthy cause. You guys have heard enough about them by now. You know what they're up to. You know that it's going to be worth your time and your dollars. So we're rolling right now for the last time, and we got another 16. It's back-to-back 16s, baby.
Dang.
Let us know if you roll the 16.
Whatever that sentence was going to be, it's gone. Speaking of heroes, the last time we had a review, man, it's been a long time.
It's been a while.
And I'll go ahead and read that review right now. Just so I know you guys are so curious about it. It says, I can't exactly listen. I was so excited because it was clean. I don't know why they thought that. And then when I went to play an episode, all are explicit. So I can't exactly tell you how the show itself is. But based off the episodes, I think the show should be rated explicit. Thank you for that review.
It is. Everywhere you can find podcasts, it is listed as explicit.
Yep,
but we're sorry that you had to hear us say the fuck word.
You're wrong. I don't say anything. So if we're a quarter explicit, unless you count butthole to be a explicit word.
I do.
Yeah, we'll just get pinged right there.
That being said, February 29th, 2024 was the last time we had a review. Before that, it was one of your previous. Go out there and review the pod if you haven't. And this is on, of course, like Apple's platform. I guess there's some other places to do it, but that's the one we really wanted at. That's where most people will probably listen to us, other than the other. What's the other one?
Spotify doesn't have a review function, but you can definitely give stars, and we appreciate those stars.
Give us your stars.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of stars.
And the horseshoes.
And horseshoes.
Clovers and balloons.
Let's do our hope, stars, and wishes. What you got for me?
Give me a second. I don't have one prepared like I did last time.
There's a lot of hopes I have. I hope to know if the encounter we just had, I hope that that's like something that is meaningful and that will come up later and be useful. I really want to see that play out. in the story later in some way.
I hope that Maeve's spirit never finds out about Ivis.
Star-crossed lovers.
I hope that I find time this weekend to figure out why this has happened twice now, to where all my audio just shuts down.
Oh no.
Weird.
I hope that happens also.
It's fine. I didn't lose the recording. The recording held.
Oh, well,
Heck
that's
yeah.
good.
So,
Also weird on the other end, though. I have to think about it. I wish you guys will one day figure out, maybe hope, some of the fun little details I've hidden in some of the episodes. Just things that I've said that I feel like maybe have gone by unnoticed, and it makes me excited to maybe get caught at some point.
Get in the comments, Zebra. This is your job.
fucking
I know
hear
you're not
that?
here right
This is
now,
what
but
you
this is your
do.
job.
challenge. The gauntlet has been thrown.
Yep, glove on the ground. Anyway,
She said, bitch.
like we always say,
We love
We
you.
love
We
you.
love you.
Okay,
Goodbye.